Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. I am Darlene. Welcome in. A very, very warm welcome to everybody, especially, newcomers and especially my regulars. Thank you very much for being continued supporters here for me on my channel. It means so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No point me being here if it weren't for you. So thank each and every one of you. All right, today this reading is going to be about no contact. We want to know what your person's, how do I want to ask that? What is your person going through while they're in no contact? How are they feeling about you regarding this no contact? That's really what we want to know. Okay, so I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite, and for those of you who have been here before, you know I like to take flyers, so if you don't want to stick around, you can fast forward through this part while I get the cards out. This is interesting, and I'm also, I usually do 2 readings to post on the weekends. One is you and your person, and then a no contact reading for Scorpio. And I just finished the other one, and this was the first card out, was this Page of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Ooh. Well, okay, I'm going to wait to get a few more flowers out before I speak on that. Yeah, I could feel that one. So, Page of Wands in reverse. Somebody here is feeling a lack of interest, procrastinating possibly, could be saying, you know, I'm just not curious about, I don't want to get out of bed in the morning, or I'm not curious about pushing forward or exploring new things. I'm too busy juggling over here because I got a lot of conflict going on in my life. Yes. Okay. Let's see. And I will say, go and watch this other reading, but your person really had a full plate of people and stuff going on in that other reading. There's a lot of people in your person's business. So that Queen of Wands keeps wanting to pop out. It'll be interesting if she comes out. Let me take my rings off. I have got to get these sized. I'm going to try to do that because they keep spinning around on my fingers and it bugs me. All right. Please and thank you, Spirit. Well, they're trying to work toward their happiness, family happiness. I have to say, this is more than, the 10 of Cups is more, the 9 of Cups is more personal happiness. The 10 of Cups is family, home, you know, the home life, whatever that looks like for each individual. Okay, so they're busy working toward that. But you knew that was coming. But there has been some kind of a disappointment here, for sure, for sure. Now, I did ask how they feel about you. I shouldn't have done it that way because I asked what's going on in their life. So bear in mind, this could be either, and I'll get more specific as we get into it, but they've lost hope. They've lost hope in either you or whatever they're dealing with over on their side. They're not talking. Now, for many of you, I do know that you're not, this is a no contact reading, duh, but just hearing things online from people when I go live, a lot of you are not talking to your person. And by the way, I do go live here on YouTube once or twice a week, and I do personal readings, very inexpensive. So if you're interested in that, please be sure you're subscribed and you hit your notification bell. And then what else? Oh yeah, I have a long list of deceased loved ones playlist because I'm also a medium. So if you've lost a loved one, please go and check out that playlist. There may be something or someone there that you might want to hear from. I hope that's not too dark. I don't know if it's better or worse. I can't get my lighting right in here today. But there is severe heartache here, severe heartache. And the reason I said, you know, let me just say this. The Hierophant to me is one of the cards can reflect a long-time relationship, a marriage, a commitment of some kind. So there, if this was you and this was a long-term relationship with you, they're hurting. They're hurting over it. Now let me get a few more cards out here. And this is current too. That's interesting. Okay, because it's in the upright. There's been some truth, or needs to be a truth, or some direct communication that needs to happen, because this King of Swords, whoops, I almost dropped that deck all the way on the floor. He's a great communicator. He's very direct. He doesn't mince words. He's very head over heart. And I feel like this king is representing your person right now. That's what I feel like. And I think some of them, they want to come and talk to you and tell you their feelings, that they do care. Let me get a few more out here. Well, there we go. We got 2 knights here. So you might be hearing from this person. Knight of Cups and a Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very fast. They may want to come in and tell you, I'm sorry, I've been missing you. I'm hurting. Oh, goodness, yeah. I'm hurting. I'm sad because of an ending. And it's, so many of these cards are cards that showed up in the previous reading. So go and watch that if you haven't, Scorpio. This is an ending. This is a betrayal. A betrayal in what? Now, this is my marriage card. It's not in the reverse, okay? But this can also represent a twin flame. And I talked about that briefly in the other reading also. Something that they know that is toxic and they need to be released from, or something they are being released from, because now I have this Nine of Wands, and she is into it's a she on the card. He or she. There's no gender here in tarot, but this is somebody who's single. So I'm wondering if your person was with someone, if they're ending that situation. I wish I'd asked that question more clearly, so I'm going to ask your forgiveness on that. So I'm going to get out. Where's my other little? No, this one. I want to ask. I'm going to clarify and ask what this Three of Swords. Who or what is this Three of Swords? Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck is a King of Hearts, King of Clubs, King of. My bridge mind is coming out now. King of Cups. We're not playing bridge. We're playing tarot today. What is this? Who or what is this person hurting over with this Three of Hearts? Who or what is this person currently hurting over? Is it my Scorpio people? I think it's because they want to manifest some kind of communication with you, Scorpio. They're missing not talking to you is what I'm feeling like. Yeah, they are. They're missing not talking to you. I have because that's clarified by a Magician and a Knight of Swords. What else can you tell me about that Three of Hearts? Three of Hearts. What is wrong with me? Mercury's not even retrograde yet. It will be soon, though. Three of Swords. It's a big red heart on the card, though. There it is. Okay, so for some of you, your person was in a relationship with somebody else. And if you don't already know that, I'm not giving you any news. You would already know that. This is not a news flash. It's something that would be your story or it wouldn't. But they're hurting because, okay, of a third party situation. Yeah, well, and if they try to put you, that's very likely why you're not talking to them, isn't it, Scorpio? Duh. Yeah, we don't do unloyalty. We don't. You go on over there. I hope you really enjoy that grass being green. You can stay over there, right? That's how my Scorpios feel. You can push and pull and throw Scorpio off a cliff, but don't cheat on them. So if you cross watchers are listening, kiss of death. Tell me what else. Come on, give me a couple more cards here. What their person is going through here. I mean, write it. Oh, and I knew that was going to. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. All right. Golly. Okay. So now, for some of you, this could be you, because if you know your person's not been in a situation with somebody else, this is you. They are hurting because they think this is over. There's been a lot of betrayal here, though. Obviously, these two cards, Three of Cups is third party. It's a broken heart. Two cards of a third party. Yeah, third party situation. And every one of these swords represents a betrayal. This is an ending to me as a reader also. And your person is really struggling with that. Regrets, remorse. I'm sorry, Scorpio. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Now, the reason I'm tending to think this might be that this has come out 3 times in this reading. Didn't pop out, but it's tried to show itself. The reason I'm wondering if your person has broken up with whoever they're with is because the devil keeps coming out in the reverse. The devil is anything that keeps us, holds us back, restricts us from being the best version of us. It can be addictions. It can be restrictions of any kind. It's toxic. It's toxic. When it's in the reverse, this is saying it talks about being released from those things. And when I have this right next to the 9 of Pentacles, I'm being released from this toxic situation to be single. To be single here. So I feel like if your person was in another situation, that's what's going. That's this ending here that was toxic. Maybe their person was cheating on them for all we know. Whatever. But if not, then this is saying you. They're saying this is how they feel about. They realize they feel this is an ending. This no contact is an ending with you, and they're single and you're single. Honestly, this feels like them because of the way I asked that question. And look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. I just realized I've got this 9 of Pentacles twice. I think your person is getting single from somebody they were dealing with, Scorpio. That's what this feels like. And I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but it looks like they're starting to get clarity here about what kind of victory they want in their life. And here you are. I believe your person's saying, but is it too late? Because I think Scorpio has closed down their heart to me. I think it's probably not something that Scorpio sees going the distance, that this relationship is not sustainable because I haven't, or I didn't, or I can't give to this equally. This is your person talking. maybe your person was holding on to memories of the past, but to a fault. In other words, when it's in reverse, this is nostalgia and fond memories, but in reverse, it's things that you can't let go of that basically can cause you to sabotage where you are today. In other words, if they had a difficult relationship or something in their past, they can't get past that, then they can't show up fully in a relationship with you or anybody else for that matter. And so that might be what's stopping your person from trying to start something new with you. But you might hear from them. I've got 2 pages here, and now I have a Chariot and the 6 of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who cannot move on from you. They still think of you passionately. Yes. Yes. That, I feel like Scorpio. I'm just going to, we know this is a no contact reading for you. So if you'd broken up, why would these cards, I don't think these cards would need to come out. I feel like this is your person who's had conflict over here with whoever the heck they are with. Shoot, I'm in for a penny and for a pound. I'm going to ask, what is this? What are they being released from? What are they being released from with this Devil card? Inquiring minds want to know. Who or what are they being released from with this Devil card? Please and thank you. Well, something that's caused them to lose their, I was hoping to get a clear, like a Queen of Wands over here is what I was hoping for, to be honest. Okay, let me see here. All right. For some of you, Scorpio, I have to say, and I might have to eat my words here about that I said earlier, but for some of you, this Devil card, your person is saying, I've really lost my strength. I've lost my confidence here with this whole fighting situation. I'm trying to make a choice. I have made a choice. This is about making a choice. My choice is not to go forward in a reckless manner anymore. I'm trying to move on to calmer waters. Because I know I'm sorry, but I think this is your person saying, I know that Scorpio is not going to reconcile with me. And so I'm just going to try to move on from this. I'm going to focus on my own stability, my own home, money. I'm going to work hard. And I'm just going to focus on something new. That makes me sad for you, Scorpio, because I don't think this is you. Now, I will say that there's a possibility. They're saying, let's put all this behind us, Scorpio, and let's start over. I won't deny that's a possibility. But it feels like your person just has given, because I come back to this. This is giving up. I've lost hope. So I think for a lot of you, Scorpio, your person, regardless of what's going on over there where they are, I think your person is saying, Scorpio's not going to take me back. I have betrayed them too many times. I don't think Scorpio's ever going to take me back, and I might as well just put them behind me because they're not going to reconcile with me, and I'm going to focus on, you know, what I have, my home, my money, and just go towards something new. Yeah. And I think they're saying because I procrastinated, I took too darn long. I procrastinated. Maybe you were hoping they would come and reach out to you and you didn't, and you're saying, I think Scorpio just lost patience for me altogether. They're not passionate for me anymore. And I'm leaning this way because there was kind of that energy in the other reading too. Because I took too long. I took too long. Scorpio, there's been no movement for a long time. And this is the card of a breakup, of course, the Two of Cups. Yeah, and Lord, and I've got the King of Queen of Cups right here in the upright. They see you as their divine partner, Scorpio, but they are standing in the energy of the fact that it's a breakup. That's how they feel right now. Ooh. So they think their only option is to go toward something new. What's advice for Scorpio on this? What should my Scorpio do here? What's advice for my Scorpio? What is advice for my Scorpios, please? Well, today would be good. Turn the deck over. Sometimes that matters. Yeah, they're saying learn your lesson, Scorpio. What did you learn? As I said in the other reading, every relationship is here to teach us who we are and where we're healed and where we're not. And all that is just an opportunity to learn and grow and discover ourselves. And Spirit has advice. Your lesson, this is your lesson. This is the student page. What did you learn here? What has this taught you? What has this taught you about your happiness and what you, first of all, what you think a soulmate or twin flame might look like, because that is this card, but what do you think the happy home, the marriage, the commitment looks like? What is that really? What do you really want? Let me get a couple more cards for my Scorpio before we get out of here. Oops, I know there was a flipper there. Okay, well, there it is. Oh. Well, there you have it. Spirit is saying, move on. What do you want? You want somebody that's going to commit to you. You want somebody that's going to give you happiness there. You want a passionate new beginning yourself. So I think you're both saying, thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the memories. But Spirit is saying, but let's not reach out. Let's not communicate to this person anymore. You know that very likely would result in this Three of Swords again. Right? Yeah, because this is a heavy burden and Spirit is saying put it down. This is the end. This is the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is the card that actually resets to what? Where is it? It resets to this Ace. The Spirit saying you're there. You can't. We don't want you to carry this anymore, Scorpio. We want you to put this burden down so that you can have this new beginning. Now, because of what we know, and because you've been at this crossroads for a while, You've been waiting patiently and nothing's happening here. Many of you have been waiting, and nothing's happening. Hoping that person would come in and offer you this. And yet, you've just been stuck. Yep. And that hasn't worked out well for you. And so you're over here trying to heal. Even though you haven't been, it didn't make you happy. But for many of you said, well, either way, I don't want to be juggled. I'm not dropping my own ball on myself. I don't want to be juggled. Now, it's not just. And I want to collaborate with somebody who can't bring me something solid. Yeah, it hurts. And yeah, I'm disappointed. That's okay. I'm strong. I'll get up. I'll call upon my inner phoenix and I will rise again. So Scorpio, it looks like Spirit is saying, look at what you've learned from this. Examine, make a list if you need to of what you want your happy home, your stability, your family life to look for, and look for something new. Yeah, that's what this looks like to me, Spirit. I mean, the Spirit is giving you for advice, Scorpio. That's what I meant to say. Well, guys, I'm sorry that was a bit of a downer, but I don't know that for the Scorpios I've been talking to, this is not a surprise. I think many of you, while there's a part of you that still loves this person, would like them back, you know that what's good for you is not the same thing as what your heart is feeling. Most days you wake up and you think of them, you remember them fondly, but you also know that you don't want any more swords in your back. So most of you realize what's good for you. You need to let this go. I know this was about them, but I'm just saying that's the energy I get from many of my Scorpios. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for staying, and I'm wishing you luck. I'm wishing you passionate new beginnings and a new, where is it? For the ace. Where did I shuffle it away? Yeah. And keep the hope alive. That's right. Keep the hope alive. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you soon, and I can't talk, and wishing you many blessings.